is up, guys? How the heck are you? Thank you so much for being here. I was a little unprepared, hence the black screen. It's no big deal. It's no big deal. How are you guys doing? King, thank you so much for the host. Thank you for being here, dude. I very much appreciate it, my man. How are you doing tonight? We're gonna do some more of that Demon Hunter, the leveling, like we've been doing. Sorry, I was texting Crystal. She's babysitting. Like I said, we got the kids, and I'm trying to still stream as much as I can. So she's out in the living room, so I was texting her. Okay, so here we go. We are on the Demon Hunter. This is gonna take some getting used to. I'm using doing good. How are you doing? I'm doing pretty good, man. Can't complain. Another day, another dollar. You know how it is. I'm gonna say this is gonna be. I'm gonna take some getting used to because I'm actually using my new stuff I got. A new keyboard and mouse from a Red Dragon that they sent over to me. So I got that all hooked up before I got on my computer, and the mouse is pretty similar to what I have. It's a little bigger. It's more of like a full hand mouse, but it has the same layout as far as the buttons and everything on the side. And overall, it feels pretty close, so that won't take too much adjusting. But the keyboard is massively different from my SteelSeries Apex that I was used to using that Crystal got me. So mainly just because, for one, it's mechanical versus a regular dome keyboard. It's way smaller. It's like, I don't want to say half the size, but it's probably 70% of what the other one was, so it's like way smaller. It takes some getting used to. On top of that, hold on, let me get the music back on. On top of that, it's just it feels different. It's the keys feel different, so I'm trying to get used to everything. Thank you, by the way. Thank you. I'm very excited about it. As you, I'm sure know, I've been using their stuff for a couple of years now, almost a few years now, and they've been good to me. So when they came to me with the offer of a sponsorship, I told them I definitely wanted to work with them, and here we are. So we are going to check it out. The keyboard, first of all, the effects on the keyboard are amazing. The lighting effects, the RBG, all that good stuff is very cool. The keys feel really good. I haven't used anything mechanical in quite some time because I had a Razer Orb Weaver. I still have it. I just didn't have room on my desk for it with the big keyboard and the smaller desk, so I actually had packed it away. And so I haven't been used to using a mechanical. So that's going to take some getting used to, but I do like it. I always have enjoyed having the mechanical keys. And I like the lighting and everything on it. So far so good. It has the macro buttons and all that good stuff. So, going up here. I do have a command, exclamation point sponsor or exclamation point Red Dragon. So we can shout that out when the time comes. Tell us everything, Zandalari.
It appears the Alliance dogs have lost us.
There you go. Appreciate that, King. We watched this the other day, so we're gonna skip this. But yeah, so I'm excited. I do wanna try this stuff out for a while before I say like definitively, you know. I'm not the kind of person. I'm not gonna sell out and just be like, just because they wanted to sponsor me, automatically say, yeah, you should go and buy all this stuff. I'm gonna try it out first and see what I like, so that's what we're gonna do. Alright, so I need Forsaken, Zandalari. I just did these the other day, but I already like forgot what I had to do. And I have to get some supplies, I have to kill some guys, I have to heal some guys. Why isn't all this stuff like clickable though? Hold on 1 second, I need to change one thing here. Config. I gotta just change something real quick. I didn't realize the new mouse wasn't set up. So I need to change it so that the side buttons don't represent my... Right now they're bound to like my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is my main bar. But I usually do them bound to the number keys, because that way I can use those keys. I don't ever use those keys, you know, for anything else, so those are like my macro key buttons for my side button. Single key number 9, okay. Fly. Okay. So now, when I do this, yes, I was gonna say should be my dash. That should be glaive throw. Okay, cool. We're good now. We good. Hey man, there's nothing worse in World of Warcraft than not having your keybinds right. Okay. You know how that is. I don't know why I'm going so far out of my way to kill these guys. That's Metamorphosis. I wonder why that didn't work. Oh well. Didn't really need it right now anyway. One thing I will have to get used to is having keys that make noise again. The mechanical keys. I actually personally I like the sound of the keys, but I don't know if it's gonna annoy anybody else. Hoi! Dude. But yeah, since she is hanging out with the kids, I figure we just continue the Demon Hunter. Hopefully, by well, it wouldn't be till probably Saturday we'll finally get to play our main characters. Now, by the time we get to play our main characters again, I might be 120 on this guy. I'm texting Crystal again. Sorry, I have to text the wife. Now my eyeball itches. Ugh. I'm gonna get things figured out. Tell her to talk here wide. I don't know. She's probably texting other people and doing other things, so probably hard for her to use Twitch right now. Hey guy, what's up? Can I share this kill with you? Do you mind? Oh, you bastard. Thanks. This mouse is good for me because I have really big hands and it's a really big mouse. So it actually fits my hand really well. Crystal was actually wondering earlier if they had like a smaller mouse because she needs a really small mouse. She's got tiny hands. Got them little girl hands. Because I had one that looked like it was pretty small, but
I need to target something first. It's too far away.
I'm out of range. I want a Zandalari troll so bad. That's like the main thing I want to play this expansion, and I don't even know when I'm gonna get to play one. Not for a while. That was what... I mean, they look so cool. Especially the warriors. Like the full plate.
Back off, girlfriend.
Holy crap. There she is. Oh shit, you're not dead yet.
Don't have a target.
Sorry, I know my mom's texting me. Do. Alright. Hey, Wrangler, thank you for the host, my friend. Personate it, you know. Oh, you bitch.
I need to target something first.
I need to target something first. Sorry, I know I'm probably playing horribly. Having a time. It's gonna take me at the very least a week or more to get used to this keyboard. I mean, I was using the same keyboard for like 5-6 years. I don't remember how long ago it was she got me that. So kudos to SteelSeries for my keyboard still working awesome after all these years. But now we on to new things. We on to that new hotness. How you doing, Wrangler? Good to see you as always, my friend. Hope the vacation is going well. Why are you still alive? God, I'm doing so bad right now. I shouldn't even know. So, yeah. Yeah, what she said. Good, just chilling, went out for a walk and a few. Nice, nice. Well, I'm glad you stopped in, man. Glad you stopped in to say hello. Hey, what's up, Ethan? How you doing, man? I can kill you with one finger. I'd like to see you try. How you doing, Ethan? Guess I'll go for it. I was debating if it was worth killing these for that box, but I guess so. Doing okay, how are you today? I'm doing pretty good, man. Work was work. It was crappy and stressful for the most part, but glad to be home. When I got home, I had some goodies from Red Dragon. New keyboard and mouse, so I'm pretty excited about that. Oi! Time to bleed. I ain't got time to bleed, son. And you know this, man. What do you know? I need exactly 2 of you. And here 2 of you are. Alright, all those are done except for the cannons, which are over here. That undead was eating that whale. This is not right. This is a dangerous quest, man. You jump on this boat and you're just like ambushed. Luckily, I'm a demon hunter and made short work of them. I say that, but I guess most classes could probably do pretty well. Alright. Now we're getting somewhere. Now we're cooking with gas. Get over here. Let's mount up. DH is OP. Hey man, don't hate the player, hate the game. My core hound's gonna extinguish in the water. Do 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 do. Me hammer, you got it back. Oh sure. Oh shit, what's up? What's up, little gnome? Where's the rowboat? Row, row, row your rowboat. Thank you guys for all the retweets, by the way, and all the hosts and everything. I do very much appreciate it. Okay, that's interesting. Oh. I'm doing the war campaign stuff right now. That's what this is. I'm actually in Zuldazar in the Horde Islands because I figured I better work on that stuff while I'm leveling. Stay on top of it, you know. I really want to complete this quest and get this helmet, man. It's a really big upgrade. Besides the fact that I lose my legendary stuff, but by the time I hit 115, it ain't gonna matter anyway. Yep, rip legendaries. Rest in pepperonis. Do. Hey, we made it. Hey, that's a lot of horde right there. What are you trying to pull, man? What are you trying to pull? Ain't messing around with them guys. Dark Iron Dwarves. I am gonna make a Dark Iron Dwarf. I actually was debating. I have a shaman who's a panda. Yeah, I know, panda. That I was gonna actually try change into a Dark Iron Dwarf because I stopped playing him because I got tired of pandas and now I'm like anti-panda. Sorry, but just am. So I was thinking eventually when I can afford it I can change the panda into a Dark Iron Dwarf once I have it unlocked and all that good stuff. Because I've always liked dwarves and Dark Iron Dwarves look cool. Open the mole machines! It's crazy how things have changed. When the game came out, Dark Iron Dwarves were so evil, they were like part of the end game stuff in Blackrock Mountain. And now they're about to join the Alliance. Well, they've been slowly and steadily working towards joining the Alliance. They've been working with the Alliance for a while, but still. Nevertheless.
Our might flows from the mountain. The Dark Iron Clan will forge a new future.
The Dark Iron Clan. Hey, what's up, Jarka? How you doing, buddy? I know, they were always evil. It was cool the way they brought them around, though. Because, you know, in Vanilla, when you have to fight the king of the Dark Iron Dwarves and all that, and his daughter is like whatever, I forget. She's like half and half of Dark Iron on the other one, or something like that. Or she was married to one. I don't remember how it worked out, but they ended up getting her to come around as she joined the Dark Iron, or not the Dark Iron, the Dwarf Council. So now the Dark Iron Dwarves are coming into the fray. It's a massacre. This is just a straight up massacre. Poor Gabos. Poor little Gabos. Objective complete. We'll kill a few more. It's just so much fun. Alright, I'll go back.
Is the lava in your veins?
Oh, nice. I'll get a piece of Azurite armor anyway. I'm tempted to take the shoulders. Yeah, shoulders are a much bigger upgrade. Okay.
Good day to you.
Okay.
Safe travels.
Type that for her.
Fate smiles upon us.
Alright, we'll take these shoulder pads. Second piece of Azurite armor. Oh yeah. Killing it. Alright, spells have a chance to grant mastery, absorb damage. From the opposite faction. Oh, well, that's not really that helpful. Let's get this one then. Alright, what's this one? That's the movement speed one versus... Oh, that's really good. It's a really good one. Heal. I don't have the last one yet. Oh, level 8, okay. Yeah, that was exactly what I was saying. Okay, so that's, I guess, it for what I can do here now. Can't do that until I get at least one of my recruits. I was just gonna play WoW when I watch you. Also, don't hate on pandas. I don't, like, it's not that I hate on pandas, okay? It's that when pandas came out, I made a lot of pandas. I had a panda monk, I had a panda shaman, I had a panda mage. I went overboard on the pandas, and then I got burned out on them because I had so many of them. Like, no more. Synced, what's up, dude? Panda Panda, exactly. Panda Express. Yeah, we'll do Terrace Guard sound next. I haven't even finished the other one yet.
We can do this. All right, then. What's this big lead of yours? Something about Ashvane having any gunpowder?
How is that a lead? They're making new weapons all the
What am I supposed to do?
Not like this, they are.
emissary.
Oh, there it is.
Our skeptical colleagues here at demonstration.
Woo! I have one pan on my Brewmaster Pandaria. Was my last expansion, yeah. That's why I said it's not that I dislike pandas, it was just that I had so many I got burned out on playing them. It's not that I, like, couldn't stomach playing one again.
You got it.
I'll probably eventually level up one of my other pandas. Alright, I need to go back to where I was questing. Where was I questing? What's close? I guess Fall Haven's the closest. Oh my god. Oh. Jarka, thank you for the 6 months, even though we all know it's much more than 6 months. I appreciate that, man. We get that love in the chat for Jarka renewing his subscription. Thanks, my dude. Got that little C4 pack by your name. Eventually, I'm gonna get some new sub badges. I don't know what to make, man. I really don't. But seriously, thank you, dude. I know you've got way more months than just 6. You're in the Hall of Fame. You're listed in there because you've gotten it, man. I was thinking about something the other day with WoW, because they made it to where you don't have to buy anything except for Battle for Azeroth. If you subscribe to WoW, you automatically get all the expansions. You get the base game, Burning Crusade, Wrath of the Lich King, Cataclysm, Mists of Pandaria, Warlords, Legion, all that for your subscription, which is really cool. But fell asleep and I was excited and I said everyone's spare time free. Oh god. It's always something, huh? Yeah, so that's really cool they did that. I think it's a really smart move to get people to play. Now the next thing that they need to do, in my opinion, is they need to change the starter edition, because the starter edition only goes to level 20. Being that there's 120 levels now, they need to up that. They need to at least up it to 40, if not 60, for the starter edition. Because let's face it, if you get to level 60, you still haven't experienced half the game. I think that would be a way, way better way to get people to actually, you know, continue. Because like once you get to level 60, you're starting to get some really cool stuff, and you're starting to see some really cool areas, and you know, I just think it would be a good idea. That absolutely might be the next step. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you get to see some dungeons. You get to see a lot of the old world. Pretty much could access all of the old world besides the Cataclysm zones. You know, do some PvP, like all that cool stuff. I think it'd be really good. But I definitely do think it's cool that you can play all the content besides the newest expansion with just a subscription. I think that was a smart move. But I've been enjoying the game a lot since I've come back and been playing. Damn, I'm actually getting hurt. What the hell's happening? Why are you guys so tough? You're tougher than the enemies I've been fighting. This isn't fair. I'm used to being OP. Scale it back. But we will see what happens. Blizzard always tends to do the things that... oh, excuse me. Blizzard always tends to do the things that help them financially, so if they think that it will, then they'll do it. Yes, all heirlooms are account-wide. It's actually a pretty neat... Almost everything now is account-wide, to be honest with you. For example... mounts, all mounts are account-wide, so any mount that you get on anybody, you just learn it and it goes into your mount thing. So you got that. Your pets, all your pets, cosmetic and battle pets are all the same way. Your toy box, which has all your little neat toys. Put a pirate flag, turn into an orc pirate, you know, for all the times when you want to be an orc pirate. You got that. You've got, yeah, so here's the heirlooms, obviously. All classes it shows, and they go up to 110 now. You can upgrade them all the way to 110, which I have everything so far but the cloth. I still need to upgrade my cloth to 110. And all you do is you click it and they create it on any character. You just create it and bam, you can equip it. So you don't even need to like mail it or any of that annoying stuff. You literally just have it in there, you click it, it creates it, boom, you're good to go. I'm not on that quest yet. Yeah, Crystal's got more mounts than I do. I've got 222. I've never been a huge mount hunter. I usually, like, I try to get the specific ones I want. I actually need to go back to farming for Mimiron's head and Invincible. I did it last week. I need to do it again this week. I got kind of behind on that. But I've got, of my favorites, which I don't know why it's not listing them in order. That's a new one I actually got from a rare. My Blue Proto Drake, that was a rare drop from Utgard Pinnacle. Gromling. Oh yeah, my Flame Talon of Alice Razor, that came from Firelands. Crystal bought me this, the Mechgineer's Chopper. It's a 2-person mount. That was a Hearthstone mount, I just thought it was cool. This is my prized mount. In Wrath I had the Red Dragon for collecting 100 something. Baby Fawn collecting 150 something. I'm not sure. Red Dragon. Sounds familiar. So, Royal, thank you for the 20 bits, dude. Only getting bits from ads, so close to the red badge. I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you so much. So yeah, this is my prize mount. You can't get this mount anymore. The only way you can get it is if it ends up on the black market auction house and you buy it for a ridiculous amount of gold. That's the only way you can buy it. This came from Zul'Gurub back in the day. When they removed Zul'Gurub, you couldn't get that anymore. I farmed forever for that fucking mount and finally got it. And funny enough, the time I finally got it, somebody was gonna join me and I was like at the boss, and I purposely went ahead and killed the boss before they got there, and it dropped, and I was like, I'm so glad I did that, because I would have been pissed if I'd farmed this thing for fucking years and then somebody came in and stole it from me. Yeah, well, it's not gone. What they did is they remade it, like they do so many things, into a, was it Cataclysm maybe? Raid, dungeon, whatever. So like the old version is gone, so therefore the mounts and everything from it is gone. You can't get it anymore. These are all just mounts I got during Warlords. Rocket. Cloud Serpent. I've got a bunch of the Cloud Serpents. Primal Black Raptor. That's a new one from Legion. Oh, this one is a good one. I use that a lot. My Nether Rays. A lot of these Crystal basically got for me. Some I just got really lucky and got dropped, but yeah. There's the other one from 25 player ICC. That's from Old War. I've only done something Caverns of Time for, like they remove content at this point. Yeah. Well, I don't know, man. Who knows why they do what they do. I hate when they remove stuff and make stuff unobtainable. Justin, what's going on, dude? How are you, man? By the way, thank you to everybody who liked or commented or retweeted the sponsor stuff earlier. I do very much appreciate that. More than you know. Die! Just die! I don't want to use my eye thing again. The orc looks so weird as the demon hunter. The orc pirate. You must be the worst pirate I've ever heard of, but you have heard of me. Oh, this is the quest, dude. Look, 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 look. You find no hidden entrances beneath the rug. It really does tie the room together, though. Bonus points for anybody who gets that reference. It's a pair of old boots. What did you expect? But yeah, I know it's behind here, but it was fun to mess around with everything. The dude! I was so excited when I saw that text about the rug. I was like, that's so awesome. Hello? Chica? Please? Maybe? Thank you. Good man, got some Chinese food on the way home and ready for some streaming goodness. Oh, I love Chinese food. I'm glad to have you, man. We are just doing some more Demon Hunter leveling. About halfway through 113. Owning it up. We're trying to anyway.
This carried on for countless years until the ancestors of House Waycrest decided that something had to be done. Wait, what was that?
It was the bad man. Bad man's coming for you. Did you really just interrupt my I-beam? You bastard. How dare you?
I'm sorry, Mainlander. The Coven's magic must be disturbing the spirits of the ancient trust. We'll have to be careful. My ancestors fought against stone constructs, much like these in their war.
I'm gonna do something really quick. Oh shit, this is probably not a good time. I was gonna load up my other playlist with my game original soundtracks. But yeah, I hate that they removed a lot of stuff from the game. There's a lot of stuff that I wished I would have done if I had known that they were gonna remove it, you know. There was stuff in ZG that I still wanted. Like what was it? Zenrock, Destroyer of Worlds, that sword. I never got that. Which of course, I mean, by today's standards it probably looks like garbage. But still. Yeah, the Raptor mount, I never got the Raptor mount. Never dropped for me.
Into a treatise on weapons and tactics that could be used to defeat the barbarians. Armed with this knowledge,
I did get the one from Zulamam. What was that called?
back into their mountain holds.
It's like a mommy battle bear or something.
Hidden here, safe from unwanted hands.
Yeah, the Amani battle bear. Did get that one. What about the longbow? I ain't never gonna get that thing. That thing's 5 million gold.
Some rubble blocks our
I've got
Can you clear the way?
15,444 gold on this server. I spent most of it on heirlooms, trying to get all my heirlooms leveled up, because each heirloom piece costs like 5,000 gold to upgrade it from 100 to 110. So I spent most of my gold on that, and even Crystal helped me pay for a bunch of them too. You're almost there. 15k is close, yeah.
Construct that big before.
Yeah, right. And monkeys might fly out of my butt.
What am I saying? Of course you're all right. I can see it'll take more than a few stones to bring you down. Come along. The book should be in here. Here it is. The last resting place of the Order of Embers. Are you ready to revive ancient history? Keep
Oh,
yourself
sure.
you are prepared to follow the path of the Order. Take up the book. The knowledge within will grant you, as well as our forces, the edge needed. Thus is reborn the Order of Embers.
Oh yeah, we did it.
Now then, I believe we have some witches to kill.
Got some bitches to kill. I mean, witches to kill.
Our work here is done, Mainlander. I'll meet you at Aram's Stand.
Alright, cool. Fly, orc, fly. Wait a second. I'm very lost now. Hello. Alright, yeah, I don't have most of my favorite mounts on my bar. I do have that one on my bar though. Oh my god, you bastard. Get away from me, I don't want to fight you again. I have no quarrel with you, Yeti. I'm gonna fly right into this thing.
Can't attack that target.
Anyway. Inflation in WoW is hella crazy nowadays. I remember when having a couple hundred gold was rich. Yeah. Now millions is rich. That's actually, they said why they made the mount so expensive was because there was apparently so many people who had been stockpiling gold and just had a ridiculous amount of gold and nothing to spend it on. I think the most I've ever had at once was around 100,000. Oh no! The creepy tomb just had dead people in it. How unfortunate. My only WoW goal is to have one long boy, that's it. Hey, well, maybe one day. Maybe one day. I don't know what gold making is like in Battle for Azeroth, so who knows. Or maybe it'll be like the Grand Expedition yak. I just got that in Legion. Maybe it'll be like that where I finally get the long boy like 2 or 3 expansions from now. When 5 million gold isn't that much anymore. A tomb with dead people, what? I know, what the heck is this? Let me go collect some of these orbs and get some healing. When I get that feeling, I need sexual healing. And it's good for us. Oh, this music takes me back. Oh. Well, this is awkward. I'm too rooted. Get it? Just no. I've been watching closely. You still use the Guild Wars 2 conversation mod? No, I had a lot of issues with the mods when 8.0 hit, the pre-patch for the expansion. So I pretty much wiped out all my add-ons that I had. And I only kept, I've got Recount, I've got Altaholic. I think that might be it. I don't really have anything anymore. Like anything new? No. Nope. You just using the regular bags. It's crazy, I know. I'll get around to it soon. I usually wait with the new expansions just because they have a tendency to do so many patches, and every time they patch it puts all your add-ons out of date. So it gets kind of annoying. The Rhyme Huntress. And there's a quest for it. Then that would make or break me. Playing against crafting relevant again. I don't know. I haven't done too much of it this expansion yet. They did overhaul it. They made it now to where everything is separate. So like you have 1 to 100 in each one. Which I haven't really worked on his professions, but like you have 1 to 100 in Old World, 1 to 100 Burning Crusade, 1 to 100, blah blah blah, all the way up till Kultiran. So it's like Kultiran tailoring will 1 out of 150. Fishing, Legion, 100 out. So you see what I'm saying? It's all separate now. They wanted to make it more mainstream because they had it to where you had like 600 or something levels of crafting before they made the change. Like you'd be like a level 600 tailor. Alright, big boy. Don't hurt me too much, please. Oh hey, I've got some help. What are you? Oh, thanks for bringing a whole bunch of shit with you. Appreciate that. Yeah, it's not just a big endless list anymore. Hey, you got a lot of health. That went pretty well. Paladin helped a little. I don't think I didn't get cooking yet. I was never that great at professions. I had a couple times where I really worked on it a lot, but Crystal's always been better at keeping up with her professions than I ever was. I remember on my Paladin I had gotten blacksmithing up and I had gotten a lot of the good recipes, I think during Mists of Pandaria. I think I had done a lot with that. I got like the Lionheart Champion Reborn or Executioner Reborn, whatever the top one was. And I got a bunch of the Throne of Thunder stuff and all that.
I know you're trying to help us.
What is your
but you
business
must
with House
stop these
Waycrest?
adventures of yours. It's dangerous
Now,
out
it
there.
says here that the Order used special weapons against the Trust to counter their dark magic. If
Dark
this theory is
magic.
correct,
I
then
wish I
whatever
had
they
your
used
faith,
could
Lucy.
also disrupt the
But I think it'll
Coven's
take
magic.
more than ancient
Let me
legends
see if there is
to
something
eliminate
much
this
better.
threat.
Could you do me a favor and jot this down? My notebook
I'm
is
doing
here
it.
somewhere. Okay. Rowan wood. No, that doesn't grow around here. Alchemical fire. Oh, if only Master Ashton were here, he would have a field day. I need you to find my sewing kit. It should be somewhere in my bag over there. The tome mentions that the Inquisitors of old would use weapons of silver to disrupt the magic of the Drust. If the Coven wields similar magic, they marshal
The
may
battle
have
awaits.
weapons to use against the Coven. We will
Do,
need
do, do,
able
do.
soldiers to wield them.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Capable troops stationed here, my lady. You'll make fine
Oops.
State your
recruits for your
business.
order of
Poke him.
State your business.
What in blazes was that for?
Aha, it's a witch. Yeah, I'm testing for witchcraft. Leave me alone. I know what I'm doing.
something first.
I hunt demons. Don't tell me.
Keep your distance, mainlander.
Poke.
Hey,
Keep your
watch
distance,
where you're
Mainlander.
pointing that thing.
Poke.
Friend or foe?
I don't know. Let me poke you. Foe. Oh, it is. Hey, guard, don't help me. Damn, I didn't get credit. Jerk.
State your business.
State your business.
Ouch! What in blazes was
I guess I get credit as soon as I poke him. Never mind. That's fine. Help me out. Bloody mainlanders.
How might I help? Remain steadfast. So, Marshal
your
Reed
distance,
believes that you are
Mainlander.
the key to driving back the Coven.
friend or foe?
Hey, asshole.
I have my doubts,
Ow.
but I will carry out my orders.
The blood flies are really biting these days.
Keep your distance, Mainlander.
So I was leaving work tonight. I thought to myself, I need to get some new insoles for my shoes. My fortune cookie says a new pair of shoes will do you a world of good.
State your business.
All I want is a decent pair of shoes.
Hey, watch where you're pointing that thing.
It's a sign, man. You better get them insoles or get some shoes. Either way. I don't know how he destroys a sword with a torch. How do you do it? I see you in there. There's gotta be some like Halo music or something. Speaking of which, I just got the Xbox Game Pass thing. They had it where you get like 2 months for $2, so I went ahead and did it. Because I mean, $1 a month, that's freaking hell of a deal. And I saw they were bringing like the Halo collection to Xbox Game Pass. I was like, that'd be really cool to play through them old Halo games. It said it was gonna have like multiplayer and all that stuff implemented with it too. Hey, there's somebody back here. Are you in the cellar?
You mind your business?
What are you doing down here?
So, you found us out. You must think yourself so clever. No matter. Soon your discovery will die with attack now.
I was gonna complete an event. What's this? How do I tell Captain I'm not a robot? Oh my god. That's funny. I haven't played it yet, but I've seen tons of memes about Detroit Become Human. Because it's all about androids. About the main character going to the other officer and asking him, "Can you click this for me?" And it's the prove you're not a robot thing. I know, it looks so good, and people said it was a really good game. I think the only negative thing I really heard about it was that it was on the short side, but I'm eventually, that's one of the ones that I'm gonna get when it's on a good sale. I'm gonna pick that one up. Same with Vampire or Vampire or whatever that, however you pronounce it. That's another one that looks interesting, but I think would be one to get like when it's on a good sale. Just our Bloodborne, also Kingdom Hearts HD, because something I need to cleanse from Bloodborne. Yeah, Bloodborne's so good, man. Once you get into Bloodborne, you're not gonna want to stop. It's so fun. That's one of those games that, like, when somebody says if you could wipe one game from your memory, or if you could wipe however many games from your memory, like you've never played them and experience them again, Bloodborne would definitely be one of mine. I had so much fun playing through that for the first time.
Yeah, right. It's about time.
I love this mount too. Don't really use it because it was overused so much when it came out, but I love it. And it doesn't fit through most doors because it's freaking massive.
With haste.
Greetings, Outlander. There were words of induction somewhere in the tome. Let me see. Ah, here we are. Brothers and sisters, today
You have my attention.
become the searing fire that burns away the darkness.
New information.
Today, you become the shining blade.
Enough sitting
that cuts
around.
through the wicked. Today, you become the
Say
beacon
hi,
of
Winston.
hope against the endless foe. By the authority of House Waycrest, I name you Inquisitors of the Order of Embers. Now, before we depart, I'll need someone to undertake a special task for the Order. Any recommendations, Marshal?
Captain Cleardawn, excuse me, Inquisitive Cleardawn is as reliable as they come. Sure she
It doesn't exist, there's only one mod I'd rather just see made for our one that plays
What do you require?
Final Fantasy VI music when you mount. Oh yeah.
We wish to defeat the Coven for good. We
That was the thing I loved the most in Final Fantasy XIV about using that, the Magitech armor mount, was that it played that song.
Yes, ma'am.
The rest of us will need to prepare for the ride to Corlane. Marshal, I understand you have a plan of attack.
Yep. Exactly, man.
ride out on the mainlander's command.
No matter how many times I hear it, that song brings back the feels. Oh man, we're finally gonna replace Legendary Helmet.
The Coven will pay for their atrocities.
It's a crying shame, no more cascading eyes. Now both my legendaries are gone. I want to reinstall WoW on my desktop, but no space. Feels bad, man. You gotta make space. Chance to serve you 14 seconds. Soul increases your crit by 572. More blade dance deals additional damage and causes your next blade dance reduced by 5 fury. For each enemy that is struck. Nice. You heal or it only goes up to 3%. I think I'd rather do the heal one. That struggle though. WoW was, I think, the only game I actually have on my solid state drive anymore. I might have something else on it still.
Champion, if I may have a word.
But I keep WoW on it just because of the loading times.
Falconhurst hasn't been heard from in days.
Warframe. I enjoyed Warframe. I haven't played that in a while. I got really into that game for a while. But I only have 500 gig solid state drive for the whole desktop. Oh, I've got a 256 solid state that's for my Windows and essential programs, and then I can usually fit 2 to 3 games on it depending on the size of the games, and WoW is one of the games I keep on it.
Well met, champion.
Just because those friggin' load times, man. But I've got that solid state drive. I've got two 2 terabyte hard drives, and I think a 1 terabyte hard drive still. Hold on, let me look. Yeah, I've got two 2 terabyte hard drives and a 1 terabyte hard drive in addition to the 256 gig solid state drive. And you want to know what the worst part is? I've only got 28 gigs free on the solid state, 175 gigs open on one of the 2 terabyte drives, 105 gigs open on the other 2 terabyte drive, and 188 gigs on the 1 terabyte drive. Almost all of my drives are full, even though I have like 5 terabytes of space.
Farewell.
It looks so much better since you went 60 FPS. Thanks, man. I'm glad that you guys noticed the difference.
Cleared for action.
It was something I really wanted to do, but didn't think the old computer would handle it, to be honest with you. I'm glad it can. You want to know why those drives are so full? For one, I've got probably 100 games installed. Like, no joke, I probably have over 100 games installed. Because I'm a gameaholic and I never want to uninstall things in case I ever want to play something, because I know if I have to install it, I won't play it. The other thing is, because of YouTube, I have tons and tons and tons of video files, which anybody who does video editing knows. Raw video files take up a lot of space. A whole hell of a lot. Like, one video file can be 4 or 5 gigs by itself. So I've got just like hundreds of gigs worth of my YouTube video files that I suppose I could get rid of because I don't really need them anymore, but I'm a friggin' data hoarder, I don't know. I don't want to get rid of things. This is another Final Fantasy VI song. Is it sad that I know them so easy, or not 6, 7? Final Fantasy 7. I still want to play through that. I think I played through a good portion of that on stream and then we stopped for something else. It's too many games to play. I don't like it. I have 100 gigs now. You've got just enough for WoW then. Just enough. I think it's like 70 something gigs now. It might not actually be that much, I don't remember. I heard data whore, yeah, pretty much. I don't like to get rid of things. A lot of those old video files are like really old. I like nostalgia, what can I say? Take WoW down a notch? How do you mean? How do you mean? Are they too big for their britches? And take them down a peg or two? Alright guys, let's group up. Do one of these, let's do one of these, let's do one of these, one of those. And they all come falling down. Less file space. I mean, they do from time to time. They go through and they do a, what they call like a restructuring to save up space. It's just, it's a lot of data, man. It's the main game, the original game, plus 7 expansions worth of content. I mean, that's almost 14 years worth of content. Problem is most people never see most of that content. Trying to minimize the amount of extra work I have to do. It says it's 52. Okay, so it's less than what I thought. I couldn't remember. It's been a while since I've actually looked at it. It's one of those things that I installed on the solid state drive and I just forgot about because I was never going to take it off. Because no matter how many times I leave, just when I thought I was out, they pull me back in. Every time. Where's the other stone? Oh, it's over there. But yeah, I need to actually go through and do another hard drive cleansing. I do that from time to time. I just go through and say, alright, when was the last time I played any of these games? And I start just purging any game that I haven't played. If I haven't installed and I haven't played it in like a year, I uninstall it. Problem is I never want to purge those old files, like the old video files and stuff that I have. So I always worry, like, you know, what happens if one day YouTube screws up and deletes like all my videos and I don't have the original copies anymore, and it's like they never existed. I think about stupid crap like that.
What empowered the stones? Interesting. I hadn't realized the constructs came later as part of his desperation to win.
Whoa! Not cool. Not cool. Why is World of Warcraft having realistic physics? Trying to sweep me down river. As some YouTube videos I need to put on an external. Yeah, I really want to get a big external hard drive at some point. We have one, but it's only... I don't know exactly how big it is, but it's pretty small. I'd love to get like a big, like either 2 to 4 terabyte external, just so that Crystal and I have a place to back up all of our stuff that we don't want to lose.
Another steel. This one also shows Goroktal. It is after the battle, but Tal isn't shown dead. Wounded and broken, but not dead. Goroktal did not survive. Witnesses wrote of his defeat.
Your ancestors were fools, as are you. The cults here in Plague will be cleansed, and we will retake our lands. But you will not live to see that day.
Well, that's rude.
Rise, Guardian, and slay these trespassers.
You will slay nothing. and you'll like it. Yeah, I don't even really like to uninstall games either. You know how many times I've uninstalled and reinstalled Lineage 2? I've lost count. Because I always end up uninstalling it, because I go through a phase where I really want to play it, and I'll download and install it, and I'll play it a lot for like 2 weeks or something, and then I won't play it again for like 6 months, and I'll uninstall it. And then a month, 2 months, whatever later, oh man, I really want to play it again, and around we go. I have a 2 terabyte for my Wii U, of all things, was $100 3 years ago. Now 2 terabytes like 54 bucks. Yeah. I'm not upset about that at all. I need one. I'm hoping eventually at some point I can get one for cheap. But yeah, we actually do have one for our Wii U. I got it from work though. It was like a really old one that not really old, but old enough. I think it's only like a 250 gig one. But somebody had it and like they didn't need it anymore, so they got rid of it. And I was like, well hell, I'll take it, and made a funny noise. Because it was one of the ones that had the external power, you know, you had to plug it into the wall. And it had a fan and everything built into it, and the fan was kind of making some funny noises. So I'm like, hey, don't throw it away, I'll take it and use it, and that's what I put. I hooked it to the Wii U, and I put like Xenoblade Chronicles X and some of the other big games that wouldn't fit on the Wii U. 250 gig, 1K RPMs, yeah. Exactly. Oh shit, there was a quest up there. Oh well. Yeah, we were talking about that with TVs too. Because like the TV that I have hooked to my computer that I use as a secondary monitor is a 46-inch Sony Bravia LCD LED. And it was one of the first, you know, it was early LED backlit technology. So it was expensive when I bought it. It was a lot of money. And it still works great. I mean, I've had this thing for like 9 years now, and it's still perfect, essentially. But now it's like you can go buy a 55-inch 4K smart TV for like $300-400 bucks. Ridiculous. But again, I'm not complaining, because eventually we'll need a new TV at some point, and I'll be glad to not have to spend an arm and a leg on a decent TV. Stop rooting me. Ooh, fist weapon. Ooh. It's quite nice. I didn't even know I could use fist weapons as a demon hunter. What the hell? I guess because demon hunters came around in Legion and you had an artifact weapon for all of Legion, so I didn't realize. That's awesome. It's like a knife hand.
Over here. How might I help? Strike true. I'll help reinforce the village's defenses.
You can fist all the noobs easy now. Speaking of which, there's a quest in this area called That's Not My Fetish. That's quite amusing. If you're childish like I am. I like fist weapons. There's a smart move too, because there's not enough classes that can make use of fist weapons anymore. Be free, my villagers. Who isn't childish like you in this channel? This is true. This is true. That's kind of the point. Just because we're adults doesn't mean we can't be immature. What is that? I never noticed that before. That must be something new that I have. When I dash, it's leaving out like a spectral demon hunter. So yeah, it's kind of hard to see because that's cool. I'm bleeding. I'm bleeding out. Never even tried Demon Hunter. I like it. It's fun. They're pretty strong too, so that helps. They're kind of like a cross between a Fury Warrior and a Rogue, like somewhere in between. They fight more like a Fury Warrior, but you know, they're in leather and they're dual wield, one-hand dual wielders, so. And they've got the magic too, so I guess they've got a lot of different things going for them.
You mind your business, and I'll mind mine.
Another song from Final Fantasy VII. But yeah, I enjoy it. I think it's cool. Alright, man. We'll see when you get back. I'm probably only going for about another 30 minutes, like I said, since we got the kids. I don't want to be up talking past 10 o'clock, so. Get off me. I can and I will attack that target. You don't tell me what to do. You're not the boss of me. Oh, this WoW is making me feel dirty. Whatever. You know you love it. Stand firm. Oh god, that guy just died. That was brutal. Hey, what's up, Cap? How you doing, buddy?
I need to target something first.
You only forestall the inevitable.
Sharks throwing up rainbows. Incredible. Oh god, I got something extra. Pull him back so everyone attacks him. No more golems, Wrath. Don't do that. Hey. We dinged. Ding-a-ling. Alright, shit. Everything's trying to kill me now. Not cool. Yeah, y'all go back down there. How about that? I like that Inquisitor's Vigor, that's nice.
Can't attack that target.
Still in combat with all that stuff down there.
I hope you're ready to work. You're looking for Ashton? Walk with me. I haven't seen him, but I did see his apprentice. We cannot thank you enough for showing up when you did.
Hold on, hold on. Oh god, I didn't mean to do that.
My title is Inquisitor now, Mayor. Lady Lucille has reforged the Order of Embers to combat these witches.
She has. I thought they were just a legend.
Well, that's why she brought him back. God, pay attention.
They were real. They are real. Lady Lucille is determined to take back our lands and our people.
No. What now?
The attack on Falconhurst was fierce. I hope
If she
Master
does that-
Ashton is still alive.
Anyone could survive, it's him. I'm going to check the lad's gardens, Inquisitor.
Hey, don't interrupt me. And Cap, you're just like raking in them zollers. Destroy everything. I know, man, that's crazy. You've won so many that you're getting up there without having the hours watched. You're just like winning a ton. It's crazy. You got that look on your side. Alright, where are you? Ashton. Ashton. You just got tomahawked. That's my new show. Tomahawked. Should be in here, no? Is there a way in? Is there a way down somewhere that I'm missing? I know we did this already once. There it is.
Stand back! I have alchemy, and I know how to use it.
At ease, Master Ashton. We're
Fair
friendly.
winds. Well, don't you both look dangerous? Is the attack over then? The town is in good hands. So, would you kindly explain what is going on?
Master Ashton, we have been sent by Lady Lucille Wakens to find you. So I
Can't attack that.
Lady Lucille
Go.
reforged the
Put out some fires.
using ancient texts of her own. She was fight
Oh look, it's a panda, see? 120 panda monk. That guy enjoys his panda still.
that was effective in the past. She requests that you attempt to recreate the form.
Lady Lucille thinks it might be useful, I assume?
Oh, I didn't even notice there was a quest here.
Use your help here, Duster.
Fascinating. A remarkable formulation. Very flammable. Inquisitor, it would be my distinct pleasure to assist you and the Lady Lucille in this task.
I am very glad to hear that, Master Ashton.
You put out those fires and I'll set up what we need.
Yeah, King's got almost 1 million. I know Crystal has over 1 million. Wish I knew how many hours I've streamed. It's hard to say. Because I didn't have this bot for a long time when I started streaming. I used to use MooBot. There's no way to really tell how many hours I've streamed for. It's at least 2,000. I don't know what I'm up to. Yeah, I can't see. Get out of my way, tree.
Too far away.
Get away from my wood. Don't you touch my wood. I will not stand for it. There's another quest down there? This is like the expansion of the quests. So many.
Do I sound like a pirate?
Yeah. That wood do. That's right, hands off the wood. Is there anything in here I need? No. Doesn't look like it. Hey, take away my objective. I was almost done. Hey, what's up, Tim? How you doing, buddy? That's right. Mr. Big Stuff. Oh, God. Breathe on the fire. How you doing, man? Just getting some of that leveling done. Just hit 114 on the Demon Hunter. We were joking around earlier that by the time Crystal and I get to play together again, I'll already be 120 on this guy. The rate things are going. Doing good? That's good, man. Hey, I got him. Just need to extinguish fires. Some fires. Big fires ain't really even worth it. You might as well just look for the clusters of small fires. Tim's been working on doing some leveling himself. Oh, well, there you go. Trying to hit level cap tonight. See? You got it, man. I believe in you. I believe in Tim Timma. It's like Harvey Dent, except for you don't turn into a hideous two-faced monster. Oh, that's fair. This was a cave somewhere, wasn't it? Yep, there it is right there. Vroom. Real, did you ever get the invite to the... Yeah, you're in there. You guys should be able to see each other in there. I don't know if it shows... Oh, well, actually, you could just right-click him in there if you... Well, oh, you're probably still down in the game, huh? Never mind. I was gonna say, it lets you click and just hit Add Battle Tag Friend from the Zorvax Legion Battle.net group. Okay, I remember this was really actually kind of hard on other characters when we did it, so I'm kind of worried about this. Oh, the other one's not coming? That could be amazing if he stays back there. Ow. Alright. Enough of that. Let's metamorphosize on you. Hey, stop using your stupid unflinching defense. It's getting on my nerves. Damn it, I missed the Q for it. Gonna let him stand back there and defend. He wants to be that way. Gonna be that way? That is fine, okay. Oh, it's hitting him too now? Oh, that just won't do. That just won't do. Never mind, you're gonna die now. Ow. Damn, the other one's already back. It's taking so long to kill these ones. Alright, so what we're gonna do... I'm gonna try to get out of here without aggroing her. Yay, WoW finished reinstalling. You are on your way, sir, to a world of pure imagination. Gather up some stuff here. Dude, I can't afford. Yeah. Oh, you can enjoy that level 20 goodness. You got that, right? I know them feels, man. I've gone without subs for many months before.
Shall we get started? Remember, measure twice.
The chest over here somewhere. Oh god, this is the alchemy one. Alright, I can do this alchemy quest, go turn in my other quest, and then it'll be about time to hit it. Even had BfA pre-order but came with no game time. Yeah, that's a bummer.
What challenges await us today, friend?
It would be nice if the expansions came with game time. Alright, hold on. Sulfur, saltpeter, bottle sap. You do get a boost. A boost that you can't use if you don't have a sub because the character will automatically be locked because it's 110. Bummer. Ah, shit. Couldn't remember where it was. Yeah, cool.
It's a fine day for a little applied alchemy. Shall we get started? Remember, measure twice, pour once.
He wants me to do more stuff, but I ain't got time for that right this minute.
Hello there.
That's right, I took out those crimson cutthroats. You can thank me later. Actually, thank me now. Give me them boots. Those are nice. I can dig it. I can put on my new belt or anything. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Mr. Blizzard, can I trade my boost for game time? That'd be a pretty good deal on their part because they charge like, was it 50 or 60 bucks for a boost? It's equivalent to like 4 months of game time. I forget how much it was. Do they still have the in-game shop? They do. Tell how much I use it. Or is it services? Yeah, 60 bucks for a 110 boost. Crystal said she'll do it for a fraction of that price. WoW tokens. WoW tokens are 121,000 gold. I always forget that they have the in-game shop. I eventually need to get the digital deluxe upgrade though. I want the baby turtle And I also really like the Raptor Horde mount. But, I mean, it's 20 bucks. I don't have 20 bucks to waste right now. No sir, no sir. Yeah, 4 months. That was what Crystal did, because like she said, her sister-in-law wanted to play with her and didn't want to wait for her collector's edition to get here, so she ended up ordering her the digital edition. So when she applied her collector's edition code, it gave her a refund basically and BattleNet balance, so she was able to get like 3 months worth of game time to stock up. Which is awesome. I didn't want the collector's edition, that was why we did it that way. We always do it that way. I was saying that eventually in the future I will probably get the digital deluxe so I can have him and the other stuff. Uto was gonna run out the very next day. Yeah, it worked out perfectly. And then she was about to buy a month, and I'm like, just buy the 3 months. You get a discount, and you've got enough balance for it. So she went ahead and did that. So now we don't have to worry about it till almost the end of the year. Yep. So it worked out well. Making pretty good progress. I'm 114. I'm about almost 6 bars in. The rest is helping. Getting that rest built up is a huge help. I've been having a lot of fun playing WoW again, man. I missed it. I definitely missed it. Looking forward to leveling up a whole bunch of characters. Looking forward to playing the new allied races. All love it. And go turn in that. That's the next part of the war campaign. Stay on top of that. So I saw people saying that you had to do the war campaign to do a bunch of stuff. Like you had to have completed it, so.
Use every weapon at your disposal.
No thank you. It is a pretty fancy keyboard.
Keep your gaze fixed on your target. It is a good day.
Alright, let's complete that. Let's go ahead and send you guys on this mission. Boom.
Soldier, our work has just begun.
I'm gonna do Vol'dun because we did that on our other characters. I know how to do that one, so
The horde will fall.
when I get back on, I can keep doing that. So I'm really digging the mouse and keyboard so far. I said it's taking some getting used to because the keyboard size wise, it's a smaller keyboard, and of course it has the mechanical keys, so it's a learning curve to get back used to it again, but I'm enjoying it a lot so far. So we'll see. I'm gonna test it over the next like however long. Well, I'm gonna keep using them obviously forever, but until they break. But I mean, before I can say a yay or nay of whether or not I would recommend them. I want to play around with them some more. But yeah, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it there because it's 10 o'clock. The kids, well, one, I think, well, they both might already be asleep, but it's their bedtime, so I don't want to be up talking on stream while they're trying to sleep and stuff. So they'll be here till the end of the week, and then we'll be back to normal after that. So I appreciate you guys' patience dealing with all the schedule changes lately and all that stuff. But yeah, I hope you all have a good night. Hope you all have a good day tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow night. I'm gonna probably just pick it up here unless Crystal actually gets to play some WoW tomorrow, in which case we'll play our other guys, but otherwise I will just keep playing the Demon Hunter. So y'all have a great night, and I will see you guys back here tomorrow. I don't know why this video keeps freezing when I go to my outro, but enjoy the freak out.